Hello, my name is Mercury, and welcome to this brand new episode of Media Faye. Today, I am alone. Today, I'll be discussing the trailer for the next tomorrow movie. Well, not really. I was like the next tomorrow movie, but no, it's not the next one. We got the trailer for the next one. We have the trailer for the Well, it's the second Marvel movie, and technically the penultimate Marvel movie of 2025. Thunderbolts asterisk. Or just simply Thunderbolts. Which we now finally know what the fuck that the asterisks mean. So yeah, that's fun. But yeah, this is the second Marvel movie that will be releasing in 2025. And they've released a trailer right now. Not right now. They released a trailer in September. Which is weird. So not a lot of movies, like, to be genuinely honest, not a lot of movies like releasing in May have a trailer that comes out in September. This trailer, so now that we actually I can talk about this. This trailer what it shows is the what this trailer shows is very similar to the trailer released in what was it, D23 earlier in not earlier but like in August. There was a trailer for Thunderbolts that released for that released that released for D23, and it was different than slightly different than the one we got publicly. I did watch the trailer. I did not go to D23, and that's all I'll say. I watched the trailer when it was coming out. No, when it was coming out, but I watched the trailer, and this trailer we got here is pretty much the same. That the one that was at D23, but this trailer had some different scenes. A lot of the scenes from the D23 trailer are in this trailer. This trailer is basically just like an extended trailer. There was another look at the movie at, I think, D23 Brazil, or whatever the hell they did in Brazil. I'm not gonna cover that. I am gonna use it as points for my speculation because it's there, but it's not a trailer, and I'm not gonna focus on it. I'm really only going to focus on the trailer for the first trailer released in September. If I will mention the other one here and there. The first the special look that the I think D23 Brazil got, but I am not going to mention that trailer. I'm not gonna cover that trailer as much. But yeah, Thunderbolt is coming out. It's gonna be the last movie of Phase 5, which is very interesting how they're even going that direction. I wouldn't think they would do that. I mean, I like that Thunderbolts is the last one because something that kind of irked me about Phase 4 is that there was no real conclusion. If that makes any sense. Phase 4 really it ended with it ended with what do you call it? It ended with the it ended with technically with the holiday special for Guardians of the Galaxy. It ended with that, but technically the last movie of Phase 4 was Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and sure it had elements from the other like Phase 4 like projects. Like for example, I think the only one really there was like Val was there. That's really the only one, and I think it really like messed a little bit of other character, but whatever. Um, fuck. But yeah, no, like it was the last one. They didn't really wrap up anything, and I feel like this movie, like Thunderbolts, is a better direction to take a finale. Because not only are you really doing, are you like finishing up something from Phase 4, this does feel like a finale to Phase 5. In the sense that it's continuing off of what Phase 4 did. It's I don't know if it's like trying, but like it's going in the direction where it's tying in things from Phase 4 and like making Phase 4 kind of matter a lot more. Especially since we know that the next move that the not the next movie, but we know that Avengers Doomsday is going to feature the Thunderbolts in some way. We don't know in what real way the Thunderbolts will be like in the movie, because they've only confirmed like some Thunderbolts that will be coming back, and then they said like and then it's like they're very vague. They're very vague in the sense that they're not absolutely going in that direction, in the big direction. They're like they're not like they didn't fully announce, like I think they left out Taskmaster and Ghost from like the first announcement, but yeah. Doomsday, but Doomsday, fucking hell, I'm blanking out. Anyways, yeah, like Doomsday, we're gonna have the Thunderbolts. We know that. They've really announced this. Like we know that Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be Doctor Doom. We know that apparently Doctor Strange is gonna be in the movie. We know Chris Evans is in the movie. We know Haley Atwell's in the movie. Like there's a lot of characters here. I feel like they're finally tying in everything from Phase 4 and 5. Yeah, from Phase 4 and 5, or well, I guess Phase 6, really. But I like that Thunderbolts is going. It's like I guess tying up the like the street level, not the street level, but like the non-multiverse saga things. Like I guess not the things that don't really tie into the multiverse. Which I mean, I don't mind that we're not going to be getting all that, but yeah, like I'm not mad that we don't have like the multiverse sagas and have a lot of multiverse. I am kind of mad, honestly. It's a bit underdeveloped, and I do I do think that, but like I'm not mad that not all of the projects are focusing on the multiverse, and that they're mostly and that they're having different projects, like mostly putting a spotlight on characters. Yeah, it's gonna be this movie's gonna be very interesting to at least like see what in what direction they're going, because Thunderbolts is a weird one. Also, the asterisk, for those who don't know, the asterisk is because they don't like they don't like the name Thunderbolts. So yeah, that is legit the only reason why uh that's the reason behind the asterisk. And I would have liked the asterisk more if they meant something else. I saw a theory on a while ago on Twitter that people thought that the asterisk meant that the asterisk meant that like like the Thunderbolts team isn't actually the Thunderbolts team. It's like like there's another team that's actually called the Thunderbolts. But yeah, no, that is not the that is not the case. That wasn't the case in this movie. What else? I mean, I have my notes here. Uh, it's gonna be very interesting to see where this movie goes afterwards. But I am glad that we are officially getting like some closure towards Phase 4's like less multiverse thing, multiverse like part segments, because they did feel like I felt like they usually drag down the actual phase. There was a lot more of that than there was of actual multiverse things. I can name the multiverse the multiverse projects. Fuck it. I couldn't name the multiverse projects, to be completely honest. And guess what? I'm not going to, but I can, and maybe I'm not going to, but I really I don't know. I could. But yeah, there's so little multiverse stuff. Um, but it's I think I just think it's kind of weird to have so little multiverse, but at least we're getting some closure to that, to the segment of the phases. It's especially since we're going into phase 6. This is the last, again, like I said, this is the last movie of phase 5. It's not the last product of phase 5 that goes to Ironheart, which is premiering June 24th. Which I'm not sure how much. I'm not sure if Ironheart. Because the thing is that they said that Ironheart, that Fantastic Four would kickstart phase 6, but uh yeah, anyway, it has six episodes. So I'm just checking something. 24. I'm not sure what they will do. For Ironheart, because Ironheart's a bit weird. I'm probably gonna talk about it when we eventually get like the official trailer for it at some point in the future. If I had to guess, we'd probably have to look at like for Ironheart's trailer. We'd have to look at the trailer when the trailer for Miss Marvel first released. The first trailer for Miss Marvel. That's like that is like the best thing for me to look at. That's not what. Okay, give me a second. I think this is the first trailer. March. Yeah, seems like it was around March, and that makes sense because I think we only on the podcast that we only really covered one trailer for Miss Marvel, if I'm remembering it correctly. But yeah, so around March is the time we got the Miss Marvel trailer, and I'm only really saying that because Miss Marvel also released in June. And if I want another comparison, Loki season 1 trailer. I've heard this one had a teaser. I think it's this one. April. Yeah, no, I remember this. April. So around maybe like around March or April, we'll probably get the Ironheart trailer, and I want to see that, especially because fun fact about Ironheart, it has 6 episodes, like most Marvel's like miniseries. But a weird thing is that if Miss Marvel runs like one episode per week, God fucking damn it, if it runs one episode per week, it'll fucking hell. I know how that calendar works. Jeez, it'll run until I think after Fantastic Four comes out. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So it runs until July 29th. And when does it come out? When does Fantastic Four come out? Sorry. Fantastic Four, July 25th. So yeah, it would outpace Fantastic Four and be like a Phase 5 project running during Phase 6. So I'm thinking that maybe and this is very fucking weird to even like mention. It's like very not. I thought it would be something interesting to mention. That if that happens, I think the first time that's ever happened. First of all, and that makes me think that we're probably getting a 2-episode premiere for Ironheart, because like it'll run like concurrently with Phase 6 as a Phase 5 project, and that's a bit weird. But that's just very that's beside the point. Like it's not that big of a deal. It's really not. But yeah, back to Thunderbolts. I'm glad that we're getting at least some closure to the, I can say we're getting some closure. But this this movie is introducing a character that's a bit of a big one. just putting it bluntly, a big character they are introducing with this movie, and that is Sentry, which actually is a very good segue into my speculation points, talking about the actual trailer itself and what I think will happen with it. Yeah, let's just talk about that for a second. Sentry's a big character, and I feel like I think he has to be saved up so for more like for MCU project. Maybe we'll see him in Doomsday. I don't think so. But I would hope that Sentry is at least like utilized more aside from whatever we see in this movie. Because Sentry's a big character, and like his role in this movie is a bit weird. So yeah, like he is okay. Sentry is like just a very he's mentally in this movie where we see that he's mentally unstable. Like that's a big part of his character. He's a very powerful character in Marvel comics. Like Sentry is no joke. So yeah, him being introduced in this movie is a bit weird and a bit like it's a bit wild because he's such a powerful character, and he's being like put in the same movie as people like Yelena Belova and like Red Guardian, U.S. Agent. It's so weird because you don't really think about that. Well, I mean you do, but like you don't. It's like holy shit! Like this character is so powerful and being introduced here. So I don't know. I feel like I think maybe like Sentry's such a powerful character, and his role in the movie, I think he's supposed to be like the big part of the movie because like he's supposed to be like the big centerpiece of the movie. But I don't know his future. He's definitely not gonna be the villain. He's not gonna be the villain. Full fucking stop. I don't think that Sentry's gonna be the villain. I think it'll be Val. I think Valentina will be the main villain of the movie because like fucking Sentry is too much of a gigantic force that like it's too much of a gigantic force just to keep just to have it as a villain because nobody's gonna be able to stop him. I feel like he'll mostly be like a centerpiece of the plot, and that's when Valentina's after Sentry for some reason, and I mean the Thunderbolts are trying to keep him safe or at least go after him, or maybe for some fucking reason Thunderbolts are like were sent to kill Sentry, but like they turned their back on Val or some shit. I don't know. This movie has a very interesting dilemma with Sentry because it's weird. It's like it is a weird part. I don't think he could become part of Thunderbolts. However, I really don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't even know. I don't even know if he's ever been part of the Thunderbolts. Yeah, fucking hell, AI, but goddamn. Uh, team affiliations. He's never been in the Thunderbolts. So I mean, maybe if they like combine like Dark Avengers with Thunderbolts, then I guess it could work. But I don't know if they'll even do that. I don't know. It's such a weird thing. I don't think it'll join Thunderbolts. I think it'll mostly be out there. Um, because whatever he yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Just I don't know. I think Century is just like too much of a force just to have him be in this movie for like just like again this one movie. I think he could show up, but I don't know. He could show. I think he could show up in like Doomsday or something. But I don't know. I think they'll keep him out of the movie. I think maybe we could see like a Century series in the future. They really want to go in that direction of like exploring the character more. But yeah, I don't think he'll be part of Thunderbolts. If he is part of Thunderbolts, good for him, I guess. Like he's gonna be one of the most powerful members. In that team, and that team will become one of the most powerful teams ever with fucking Sentry in there. And if that happens, then I could definitely see him being part of Doomsday. But if Sentry and the Thunderbolts go separate ways, and I don't know, like, it's a toss of the coin. It's just like it's a flip of a coin, really. Like, what even like happens with the Sentry if he just doesn't do any Thunderbolts? But yeah, just a really interesting character to even have in here, and I feel like he could be very interesting. I think he'll be a big part of the movie. I think we'll definitely learn a lot more of him, and maybe like the Void. He's like technical alter ego. Uh, is um will will like be in this movie. At least we'll see that be part of the movie and a big part just like a big part of it as to why they're after Century or why I believe they could be after Century. But yeah, I don't know. But I do really think that we could be seeing a very interesting take on Sentry, especially in live action. I don't think Sentry's never been. I mean, yeah, no fucking hell, no shit. Sentry's never been in live action, but it'll be interesting where they take the character after this. But that's I've already repeated myself. Hopefully, we do see Sentry again after this because he's just too powerful, too interesting to just keep out there. It's kind of the same problem that we now have with what's their name, the Talos's daughter in Secret Invasion, that she has like a bunch of characters abilities. Emilia Clarke's character, and um what eh. And she has like a big. She has a lot of like she has like a lot of abilities from different characters, and it's like, oh, she's just out there, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? Um, uh, yeah, just like if that happens with Century, I don't think a lot of people will like that a lot. It was fine with where I forgot her name. God damn, I'm not even gonna try to remember it. But like I forgot her name. That's how fucking boring Secret Invasion was. But Secret Invasion, like if that happens again, like they will. I think it was mostly excused because fucking hell is. I'm pretty sure the Secret Invasion, even the Clark's character is an OC. Like is a fucking just made here. They just made for the show. I'm not sure if it's actually like. I'm not sure if it's actually supposed to be I'm not sure if it's supposed to be based on any like character from the comics. If it is, then well, I'm sorry, I guess I don't fucking know. But Sentry is a very beloved character from the comics, and it would be kind of weird to see him just kind of introduced here in this movie and never seen again. If they're not gonna do anything with him in Doomsday or Secret Wars, I could see something happening with him uh in Phase 7, which is a fucking weird thing to say, but yeah. Phase 7. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. So, Phase 6 isn't exactly done just yet. So, I think I mentioned this earlier, like in someone earlier, in another episode. But, Disney has some other Marvel movies announced. I don't know, some Marvel movies for February 3rd and February 6th. I'm not sure we'll be seeing anything there, but if we could be seeing something like after that with Sentry. I'm not sure they'll do a Sentry movie, but they're keeping that very close to their chest. What they're doing with Sentry, or at least like what those movies are and what they're doing Sentry. Um. All right, so no, I think Sentry could be a lot of fun, but let's talk about the actual, I guess, meat of the movie, the Thunderbolts themselves. What is like in the trailer? They say that the Thunderbolts are being chased. Uh, what's that we don't know who could actually be after the Thunderbolts. I'm guessing we'll probably learn that eventually. It's probably like I said, it's probably Val. It's probably Val. um, but like I don't know if but there's like a whole like squadron. They're fighting in New York City. We're back gonna be back in New York City. For for the final battle, it seems, and they're fighting like a bunch of armies. So maybe we're getting like maybe I think maybe it'll be Val. Maybe like some weird task force. We haven't seen Sword in fucking forever. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I mean, there's also that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think. I think maybe like I don't know who could really be after. I'm not sure if any organization would really be after Thunderbolts. Uh, it's really up in the air who this really is. Because I'm not sure if Val like would, because I know Val directed the CIA in the universe, in the Marvel universe, but I'm not sure if they are going to be like if like the CIA would do like in the Marvel sense would even like would even like I don't know, go in that direction of like fucking just killing superheroes. That seems like a very dumb task. It's probably like three super soldiers, a master assassin, uh, someone who can just go through bullets. No, two master assassins. Technically, it's three master assassins and three super soldiers. like like they are fighting with they are like fighting to die, like pretty much. So yeah, I don't know. I think that I think that like somebody at least like powerful has to be like after the Thunderbolts, and I think it'll probably get solved at this point. Who like in the movie who it is, and them dealing with it because they don't have a lot of time left to deal with that, unless like the movies before Doomsday, like the movie before Doomsday, is a movie like about that, or like maybe the November one, because the November one has to do. Maybe it has to do something. We know that we're getting Spider-Man 4, so that means that in 2026 there will be 4 MCU movies, which is insane. It's the second time it's happened. But that's mainly because fucking that's because Sony puts Spider Verse No Way Home in 2021 at the end of 2021, and now they're going back to July releases for the Spider-Man movies. We're probably getting something like with that at some point. We're gonna have to get like just set photos. I don't know when they're gonna start filming Secret Wars. Not Secret Wars. Fucking Doomsday. It's very. I'm not sure when they're gonna start filming. Filming is scheduled to begin in March 2025. So okay, and to last until August. Okay, so we're probably gonna learn a few things when that happens, especially who's gonna be in the movie officially. We are not getting. There was originally gonna be Kang Dynasty. I think a lot of people know that it was originally gonna be Kang Dynasty. I think we even covered it when it was announced, but that didn't happen. It didn't at all. And Jonathan Majors just fired. The last time we saw him was in Loki season 2. So yeah, and now Joe and Anthony Russo are back as directors. Like the entire team behind the original. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm seeing it here. So so Doomsday is gonna be. It seems like they're going in a direction where they can have Spider-Man be part of Doomsday, because it seems like because Spider-Man and the Spider-Man movie and Doomsday are gonna be filming pretty much like back to back, and maybe even Secret Wars. We know that Spider-Man, no, at least like some people have like reported that the Spider-Man 4 is gonna be about multiverse again, and it's gonna be set on Battle World or some shit like whatever they're gonna do for Secret Wars. and maybe, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know who would be after Thunderbolts. Going back to that, I don't know who would be after that. Would probably get resolved soon because there's not a lot of time. We're only 1 year away from Avengers Doomsday, which is weird to say because there's never been any build towards it. But yeah, we're 1 year away from Avengers Doomsday, so we'll see how it all ties in at the end. But yeah, no, especially since the Thunderbolts are gonna be in those movies. So it'll be interesting to see how that happens, how they tie it all together. But yeah, another thing I want to mention, I kind of mentioned this a while ago, but there is a weird there's a discussion about like the fate of the members in the trailers and in all like material that we've seen from the movie. Taskmaster isn't really in it. And that makes me think. I think a lot of people may think that, I'm not sure, that Taskmaster won't be in this movie for long. And I'm pretty sure Taskmaster will have some plot point that she's meant to be like a spy within the Thunderbolts. Since we don't see this character a lot, she's not part of she's not part of she seems to be like a bit to the side, and we do see her like at least like between the events of when they first meet, when the Thunderbolts first meet, to when like to the New York setting. That's when Taskmaster kind of disappears from like anything. Like those are the only two scenes we see Taskmaster in. We don't see her like fighting anyone or anything. She's just kind of there. But yeah, I'm not sure if Taskmaster will be making it out. We do know that Red Guardian is going to be surviving. We know who's surviving. At least we know that Yelena's surviving. We know that Bucky's surviving. We know that Red Guardian's surviving, and we know that John Walker's surviving because they're going to be in Thunderbolt, in Secret Wars and Doomsday. But we don't know the fates of Ghost or Taskmaster, which makes me think that maybe those two will die. I'm not sure. I hope that they at least give... If that's the case, I hope they give Ghost some characterization, at least. But I'm not sure if they'll even go in that direction. But yeah, maybe I'm thinking Taskmaster will have something happening to her. I'm not sure if Ghost will. But yeah, it seems at least somewhat weird that we don't see. We see a lot of Ghost, we do, but we don't see a lot of Taskmaster, and it's kind of weird. Another member is having something weird. Bucky in this movie is gonna be a senator. It seems like he's gonna be a U.S. senator, and he's definitely not gonna be part of the big of the Thunderbolts team for a bit, maybe until the ending, or it's like towards like the second half of the movie. It seems. He's not part. He's not gonna be there, so it has to happen at some point, maybe. And we see that Bucky. We see that Bucky is like going after Thunderbolts. So I think maybe he's like being mind controlled or something, or maybe he's like trying to like, because he knows something about that Val's doing to take out the Thunderbolts, and he's trying to get there first, so like she thinks that they're dead. I'm not sure, but I mean that could be something interesting to see what they do with Bucky, especially since he's kind of weird in the movie. But I mean, maybe that's what happens. Maybe like Bucky is just pretending to be on Val's side for most of the movie until he meets with the other Thunderbolts, and we see how they go about. Next, I guess my last. Oh yeah, my last thing was like, where the fuck did Taskmaster go? Okay, no, we already went over that. But yeah, my last point was like, where the fuck does Taskmaster go? But yeah, no, that's all my points really. I mean, we already talked about what happened, like, where Taskmaster goes, because it's so weird. She's in the movie, but she's barely in the source in any material. The one I could definitely I could get, like, the only thing I could understand why they wouldn't want to do that is because they have a twist happening with Taskmaster. Maybe she's getting killed off. To then maybe I don't know. I don't know if they'll introduce. I don't know. It's like maybe I don't know if they'll introduce Tony Masters as Taskmaster. Or it's just they didn't even show. I mean, we know that it's the same actress that's portraying that was in Black Widow in this movie. So I don't know if they'll even go in the direction of just like somebody taking the mantle of Taskmaster. I don't think it'll happen. No, I don't think they'll just have two Taskmasters. Just take the role like that. That seems like a bit weird and not like, and it's not that warranted. But they're being so secretive with Taskmaster. It's a bit weird. I wouldn't mind seeing Tony Masters Taskmaster in the MCU. Fucking believe I would not mind that at all. But I don't know if they'll go in the direction because the character has had one movie and she doesn't have any personality at all. Fucking putting it bluntly, Taskmaster in the MCU sucks. Like, it's barely she's barely Taskmaster. But yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe something interesting will happen in Taskmaster. And Sentry also, I get not having Sentry be part of the promotional material that much since they want to really keep him, I guess, part of the movie. Like, he's supposed to be a central part, so they can't really reveal a lot of stuff about him. But I do like that. I do like that they are at least giving they're giving him like a bit they're keeping him stuff about him silent. But Taskmaster is a bit it's a bit of a weird one to sort of like keep on the back end. You know, I'm very excited for the movie. This seems to be one of the better MCU movies, especially after failures like that we've had recently in the movie department. For example, like pretty much all 2023 except Guardians was not very good. 2022 had fucking Thor: Love and Thunder, which fucking hell, and in 2021. Was just had Eternals. just yeah, it had Eternals. 2023 had fucking Secret Invasion, like that shit sucked ass. But yeah, let's see how Phase 5 semi concludes with this movie, and hopefully this movie means that we'll be getting something that is it's return to form. Captain America. It's a bit weird, but we'll see. There's another trailer coming for Captain America. There's an episode for Captain America. The trailer coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. You know, I feel like I think this will be very interesting to see at least. So yeah. And I'm very excited for the movie. Really. You know. What did you guys think about the trailer for Thunderbolts? Leave in the comments below. All our socials are in the description. And yeah, no, that's about it. See ya.